Hey everybody, and welcome inside the Moose Jaw Event Center for the back half of this weekend doubleheader against the Yorkton Maulers, and also the conclusion of your Moose Jaw Winmar AAA Warriors Hockey Fights Cancer Weekend, as we honor those that have been affected or are currently affected by cancer. And yesterday, the Warriors were able to win the first game 11-2. Gage Nagel with a hat trick. Keaton L'Esperance with a pair of goals. Maxon Johnston with a pair of goals. Brendan Brown with a pair of goals as well. And they will be looking to sweep the season series, as this will be the fourth and final meeting between these two teams here this afternoon. And for the rest of the regular season, the Warriors have won all three games coming into this one, and they will be looking to make it a clean 4-game sweep against the Yorkton Maulers. My name is JD Hodden, inside the Moose Jaw Vet Center, here to get you set for today's Hockey Fights Cancer game. And we will start with the starting lineups. For the Yorkton Maulers, starting at center will be number 12, Cale Johns. On right wing, number 7, Kyler Billicrelli. And on left wing, number 34, Aiden Valance. On defense, it will be Brody Heimbecker, number 4, and number 11, Orson Pohl. And started in net, Reed Schweitzer, who came in for the third period of yesterday's game and allowed 3 goals. He comes in with a 1-6-0-1 record, 5.81 goals against average, and 833 save percentage. And now the South Country Equipment starting lineup for your Moose Jaw Winmar AAA Warriors. Starting at center will be number 19, Brendan Brown, the captain of this Warriors squad from Milestone, Saskatchewan. On his right wing will be Jonah Pinnell from Balgonie, Saskatchewan. On his left wing from Pilot Butte, Saskatchewan, it will be Max Fiesel. On defense from Davidson, Saskatchewan, it will be Merrick McIver. And his D partner will be Tyler Hudak from Fox Valley, Saskatchewan. And making his 13th start of the season, Caleb Page getting the nod between the pipes, coming in with a 7-2 record, 1 shutout, 2.56 goals against average, and a 909 save percentage here coming into this game. And he will be looking to pick up win number 8 on the season. And we will get ready to sing our national anthem and get ready for puck drop. And there you have it, folks. The national anthem has been sung. The only left to do here is drop the puck for today's matchup between your Moose Jaw Winmar AAA Warriors and the Yorkton Maulers here inside the Moose Jaw Event Center. The Warriors will be wearing those Hockey Fights Cancer jerseys, dark purple or light purple with dark purple and white trim. And they will be going from left to right on your TV screen. And the Yorkton Maulers wearing their home whites, because we're wearing our darks here today with orange and black trim. They'll be going from right to left on your screen. The Warriors look to pick up win number 22 on the season. They come in first place all by themselves with a 21-4-2 record. Coming into today's action, the Yorkton Maulers looking to pick up win number 5 as they sit in 11th place in the league standings, 4-21-4 4, 21-2. Puck is dropped, and we are underway here in the Verobas Family Restaurant. First period of play here at the Moose Jaw Event Center. The Maulers are going to start the puck in the offensive zone. Merrick McIver behind his own net. He coughs it up. Aiden Valance calling for it. It comes around to Billicarelli, but the puck was bouncing. Fiesel gets it. Rinkside pass for Pennell, and Brendan Brown's going to beat out that icing call. Throws it in front, and Pennell couldn't get a stick on that one. Pennell battling for it. Brown comes in, takes a couple whacks. Fiesel's able to knock the puck off Billicarelli. And here comes Heimbecker. Scored yesterday, one of 2 goals that the Maulers were able to get past Luke McKechnie, who notched win number 15 or 14 on the season. And we got a good crowd inside the Moose Jaw Event Center here today. These jerseys that the Warriors are wearing will be auctioned off throughout today's game. Silent auction. They're looking really nice. And Ryan Gibbs gets taken down, still able to keep possession of that puck, puts it in the far side corner. That's going to go high off the glass into the stands, and we got our first stoppage of play, $1:13 into this matchup. Warriors will be off this week until this coming weekend as we travel to Warman, take on the Wildcats to finish off that season series. Warriors lead that series 2-0 as both games were played here at the Moose Jaw Event Center. The Warriors did win 5-1 both nights against the Warman Wildcats in early November, I believe, or middle of November. Watain has it, curls around a defender, and he trying to cut back along the far side half boards. Kicks it down, taken away by Gibbs. Gibbs out front, and that is going to go off the stick of Carson Dykart. Up the boards to McKechnie, trying to get it out, can't. And now L'Esperance, left point, feeds it down low below the goal line to Ryan Gibbs. Brings it up on the near side boards to L'Esperance. Now to an open D-man. Name it, the shot! And Schweitzer is able to stretch the pad and make the save. And then L'Esperance gets taken down by Watain in front of the net. And with almost 2 minutes into this first period, shots favor the Warriors on the Great West Tire shot clock, 2-0. Want to thank everybody tuning in on YouTube today. Apologize. Facebook is not cooperating on my streaming box that I have, but hopefully you guys are enjoying the broadcast just as much on YouTube as you do on Facebook. Hawkness on Moose Jaw side of center, trying to get it out, can't. And Frank's deep in his own zone, left side of Page. Off the boards to Nagel, that goes off his stick. And the Mauler's able to keep it in. Comes to Osberg. Nagel gets taken down. Osberg able to retrieve that puck, and that goes off a body. And Warriors, though, able to get it out. And we got a delayed offside on the Warriors. Puck does come into the neutral zone, and now Poncelet has it at his own blue line. He's going to throw it off the boards, and that will be icing. It is. And we will have our third stoppage of play. 2 minutes and 32 seconds into this first period. Big shout out to our jersey sponsor, GP Construction. That Evan McKechnie, the one that we are honoring, the father of Luke and Lane McKechnie, who are going head-to-head here today. He actually worked for GP, and they graciously sponsored these Hockey Fights Cancer jerseys. They were on site for, and that's a pad save by Schweitzer. The rebound couldn't be corralled by Johnston. Comes up to the point, and Frank's playing give and go with Thule, and it's going to come back to Melnick. Poncelet, right wing side. He's skating with the puck. That's poked off by McIver. Not in the lineup here today for the Maulers will be Ryder Woods, who took that checking from behind penalty at the end of yesterday's game. And due to it being in the last 10 minutes and checking from behind is an automatic game, he will get, he is out today. I'm not sure if he's getting an extra game for it being in the last 10 minutes. He might, so he might be out. I believe the Maulers play on Wednesday. He might not be able to make it for that game. 3 minutes into this hockey game, still scoreless. Warriors looking to get the lead early in this one. And that goes off the boards over the stick of Johnston. And a good play there by Brody Heimbecker. Swatting that away. And Thule battling now with Heimbecker. He has it on his backhand. Feeds it back to Pohl near side. Orson Pohl, the brother of Isaac Pohl, who played for the Regina Pat Canadians and now He's playing for the Saskatoon Blades in the Western Hockey League. That puck jumps out, and Johns couldn't get a stick on it. Billicrelli behind the net. It's their top line against top line here. Charlie Namath over to Jonah Pinnell. He's going to get around. Cale Johns has the puck. And he's going to go cross ice looking for Sayers, and that's going to be picked off by, looks like Sobry. And that's going to go down the ice from Namath, and that should be icing. It is. And now the Warriors will have a face-off in the defensive end. Warriors were 2 for 5, I believe, on the power play yesterday, while the Maulers were 2 for 7 on the man advantage. Both of their goals in yesterday's game came on the power play. Brody Heimbecker and Cale Johns, the goal scorers for Yorkton in that 11-2 loss yesterday afternoon. And Dykart does a little shimmy shake, gets it over to Namath. Now Sayers. Back to Namath. And Charlie Namath. And that's left side. And that's going to be down, and the Warriors score! Max Fiesel is going to clean up the rebound on that far post and put the Warriors up 1-0 here. 15:33 remaining in this first period. And for Max Fiesel, who had a quiet afternoon yesterday, he picks up his 11th of the season and puts the Warriors up 1-0 after a scramble play in front. Schweitzer made the initial save, but unfortunately wasn't able to corral the rebound. And Max Fiesel is going to clean up the loose change and get his 11th of the season. Keaton L'Esperance hard on that forecheck to Gibbs. Back door, and the Warriors score again! Kieran Osberg. And 2 quick goals after aggressive forecheck by the Warriors puts them up 2-0. PA announcer's going to be busy here. And for Kieran Osberg, that's goal number 16. He was pointless yesterday, and he picks up his 16th of the season from a nice feed from Ryan Gibbs, who notches another point. And the Warriors have it. Gibbs gets knocked off the puck by Weens. And that's going to come right side. That's a shot. First shot Caleb Page has faced here this afternoon. And Kieran Osberg down to Wade Franks. And Franks gets hit by Johns. Coming in to help was Elias Hockness. L'Esperance. And Johns going to chip that down. Tanner Weens. Right side corner. And Gibbs up to Osberg, and that's out of his reach. He's able to get a stick on that puck, and Gibbs goes rink side, no one there. And here come the Warriors, or the Maulers, excuse me. Heimbecker throws that down deep. Brady Simpson to Billicrelli. Hockness. Up the boards. And he gets that puck stolen. Poncelet cuts to the middle. Ran out of real estate, and the Warriors able to chip that puck into the left wing corner. That goes all over to the far side boards. Corralling it is Merrick McIver. Over center ice. Has a couple teammates with him, and he's going to rim it around. Gage Nagel going for it along the near side boards. And back door, and Gibbs Brown couldn't tuck it home. As a good, pretty passing play by the Warriors. That was Nagel to Park and then cross crease over to Brendan Brown, and he couldn't jam that one home as the Warriors were that close to making it 3-0. And Nagel, Brown, and Park are out there now. Torrey, he's in a battle for it against Brown. Brown up the boards, Hudek coming in, able to keep possession of that puck into the center to Park, and that goes off his stick, and now McIver. He gets it to Park. Park ringside for Nagel. Nagel had a hat trick yesterday. Comes in. Right side shoots and to stop the rebound. Still sitting in front. And it goes left side. Now Nagel up top to McIver. He shoots. And that's going to be stopped by Schweitzer. Warriors are buzzing now. McIver shoots on net. And that's tipped just wide there by Park. Good shift here by the Warriors in the offensive zone. Park comes in. Grabs that from Nagel. He's hit. And now it gets fed out to Simpson. Simpson curls back below the goal line. Now comes out in front of Schweitzer. Goes left side, and that's going to be taken away by the Warriors. And here comes Merrick McIver. Trying to find Hudek, but Hudek was skating back towards the net, and that's going to be flipped on. Caleb Page, and a quick glove there by the Whitewood Saskatchewan product, and he's going to make his second save of this hockey game. Other action going on across the league here this afternoon. It's a 2 o'clock puck drop in Saskatoon at the SaskTel Center. The Legionnaires are taking on the Blazers. And then also at 2 o'clock, the Ormond Wildcats are hosting the Saskatoon Contacts. Those are the only games here today. Only 4 games this weekend to start 2025, but things really get going on Wednesday, and then obviously a full schedule next weekend. And your Moose Jaw Winmar AAA Warriors head to Yorkton. Noah Thule gets that alley-oop pass on his backhand, gets taken down, and that's going to be a penalty. Warriors, though, do get that puck. Sayers the one-timer, and that's blocked. Charlie Namath along the blue line. He's going to feed it back to Thule. Now Johnston comes in, grabs that puck. Had 2 goals yesterday for Max and Johnston. Rink side, that goes off his stick. And right to Hudson Sayers, to Namath, back to Sayers. Sayers, rink side for Gibbs. He shoots on net, and that's going to go wide. Sayers follows it up, and it's finally going to be touched up by the Maulers. And the Warriors are going to go to the power play for the first time here this afternoon. It looks like it will be. McConnell going to the box. Ryland McConnell. He's going to get 2 minutes for hooking. And the Warriors are going to go to the power play for the first time. As I mentioned, they were 2 for 5 yesterday. They have a 28.03% power play efficiency. And then the Yorkton's PK, 72.46, which is last in the league. And that face-off won cleanly by Moose Jaw up to McIver. Will be McIver, Osberg. He shoots, and that's stopped by Schweitzer. So Osberg with a goal here already this afternoon, looking for another one. McIver, Osberg, Brown, Nagel, and Fiesel out there on this first power play unit. I know when the score kind of got out of hand yesterday, Trevor Weisgerber, the head coach of the Warriors, was kind of rotating his power play lines, getting some other players into the mix on the man advantage. McIver at the blue line. Good work to keep that puck inside the zone. Fiesel. Max Fiesel, a nice move, left half boards. Now to McIver, over to Osberg. Osberg, he's going to hold on to it. Nice moves there. And left side to McIver, down to Fiesel. Max Fiesel, a shot there in the low slot by Nagel is going to be blocked. And finally, the Maulers are going to get it down the ice. Caleb Page is going to leave it there for McIver as Poncelet on him. He's going to skate out in front of his own net. And he's going to drop it there for Osberg. Over to Fiesel. Now Nagel. Rink side for Brown, and that's going to get past Brown. And now Tanner Weens right side, shorthanded. Warriors had 2 shorthanded goals yesterday. Mahler's looking for one. It was Brendan Brown and Max and Johnston, I believe. Osberg takes that puck, leaves it for L'Esperance. A little bit of a traffic jam. Left side boards, going to find Gibbs. Gibbs walks in, shoots, and that's off the stick of Schweitzer. Nice save. Rebound all the way to the left point. Now McIver, top of the blue line. Left side, Osberg. Rink side, Gibbs. He shoots into the glove there. Schweitzer, good shot there by Ryan Gibbs, who almost had a goal already here in this first period. But just wasn't able to capitalize. And Brendan Brown as well. The puck just sitting there on the goal line. All I got to do was jam it home and couldn't get good wood on it. Gibbs, Dykert, L'Esperance, Park, and Sayers. The second power play unit. Comes off the boards and past Park. And now Hudson Sayers back in his own zone. Ryan Gibbs with speed. Left side, Park, that rolls off his stick, and that's going to go down the ice. So the Warriors only 15 seconds remaining. on this power play. We've had about 3 shots so far. Looking for the goal, and Park shoots, and that's going to be stopped by Schweitzer. Rebound left corner. And L'Esperance out front off the stick of Schweitzer. The Maulers collect, and Wattain's going to bring it up the ice. Using his speed, puck comes right to Ryan Gibbs in his feet, and Gibbs, nice pass there to Park, up to Dykart left side. Carson Dykart. I hear he's going to be playing some time with the Warriors going on their Alberta road swing. Or there's a potential for that, so good for him if he can get in the lineup with the Warriors. And that's going to be the puck went into the Maulers bench, so we're going to have a face-off deep in the Yorkton zone. And it will be Thule, Johnston, and Pinnell, Hawkness, and Franks. Now that we've hit 2025, the games get harder and the schedule gets bigger. As we approach the 2025 Saskatchewan Male U18 AAA Hockey League playoffs. Last year's champions, the Saskatoon Blazers, made it all the way to the West Regional Final and then lost to Brandon, who went on and represented the West region at the TELUS Cup last year. I believe that was in Nova Scotia. Pinnell in the middle. A shot there by Schweitzer. And that's going to be kicked aside by the Lumsden Saskatchewan product. A lot of these players that are playing in this game here today, Prairie Storm alumni. I believe when we were in Yorkton last time, there was about 12 or 13 players. A shot there, and it goes behind Schweitzer, and the Thule couldn't put it in the back of the net. We got interference, I think, on Maxon Johnston taking the penalty, goalie interference. So now after the Maulers killed off a penalty, they're going to get a man advantage of their own. They were 2 for 7 yesterday. And the Warriors going to their first Water Vision Pools and Spas penalty kill this season on the PK. The Warriors 79.13, which is 6th best in the league. And then Yorkton's power play 19.12, 8th best in the league. So we'll see how the Maulers respond, down 2 with 8:16 remaining in this first period. Wattain on the draw. It's going to be won by the Warriors. Sayers back to Nagel. Now Sayers is going to chip it up to himself. And he's going to go rink side. As I mentioned, Warriors with 2 shorthanded goals here yesterday afternoon. That shot steered away by Schweitzer. Collected by Pohl in the right wing corner. And Pohl kind of overskates the puck. He had Nagel all over him. Luckily, he's able to get it back. And he has it in front of his goaltender. Up the boards to Weens off his skates. The Warriors pick it up. Now Namath is just going to rip that all the way down on Schweitzer, and he's just going to hold on to that. Leave it for Heimbecker. Heimbecker had Brown on him. And McKechnie, some nice moves in the neutral zone. Loses the puck, though. Picked up by Wattain. Now Osberg to Namath. Over to Sayers. And now Sayers to Namath. Over the stick of Sayers. That ringside pass, but Pohl has it. Heimbecker to Johns. Cale Johns is in a double back. Now he falls in the left wing corner. Has L'Esperance on him. Now Aiden Valance with it. As I mentioned, no Ryder Woods today as he's serving a checking from behind penalty. That warranted a 1-game suspension. I think it was because it was in the last 10 minutes. He's going to serve 2 games. It's going to come to Simpson. Brady Simpson, rink side to McKinnon. That's going to be taken away by L'Esperance. L'Esperance in the middle looking for Thule, but he was tied up, and L'Esperance gets the puck back, and that pass to Thule gets past him. L'Esperance, good forecheck there. And it's going to come into the Warriors zone. Elias Hawkness avoids a check. Now he's tied up with Sobry. Valance in front, and they score on the power play. Gets past Caleb Page on the near side post under the blocker. And the Maulers on their 3rd shot of the hockey game are going to make this a 2-1 game now. Cut that Warrior lead in half with 6:27 remaining. And their 3rd power play goal of the weekend. And for Sobry, that's going to be his third goal of the season. First power play goal. .6:27 remaining in this first period. And the Warriors' lead has shrunk to 1 now. Caleb Page is going to play that puck behind the net. There goes Hudek. And Cooper Gare with Poncelet. Now Gare tying up McIver. And finally McIver gets that puck back and up to Fiesel. And that's going to be stopped there at the blue line. Maulers, they'll get it in. And grabbed quickly by Ryan Gibbs. Fiesel is going to chip that to Dykert. Gloves it down, passes it to himself. Gets pinned there by Heimbecker. And now Ryan Gibbs, right side. Stopped there by Merrick Poncelet. That's taken away by Dykert. He walks in left side, shoots, and that's stopped by, and the rebound. Fiesel was tied up, looking for his second of the hockey game. Good pressure here by the Warriors, and now Dykert's going to go to the box. We're seeing what the refs are getting together to talk about. If it will be checking from behind. And it will be a checking from behind, and that's going to do it for Carson Dykert. So the second checking from behind call this weekend in between these two teams. Yesterday was Ryder Woods, and today it's Carson Dykert who will be escorted out. And so he'll be out for the rest of the game, but I think it'll just be this game that he'll be suspended from because it wasn't in the last 10 minutes. So it will be. Looks like Ryan Gibbs is going to serve the penalty. So after scoring a power play goal on their first chance, the Maulers are going back to the man advantage, looking to tie this hockey game. McKechnie, top of the left circle. Down to Weens, and his pass stopped by the stick of Hudson Sayers. Namath, and we got another penalty. So it looks like it will be Sayers going to the box. 2 minutes for tripping, I think. Yeah, it will be a trip. So it will be a 5-on-3 power play for the Maulers for a minute and 44 seconds. So this is going to be a huge penalty kill by the Warriors here, who are going to be, with 5:17 remaining, are on the man advantage. A 5-on-3 penalty kill on the Water Vision Pools and Spas. And McKechnie into the middle to Heimbecker. He shoots, save the puck's loose, sitting there in the blue paint, and the Maulers couldn't put it home. Heimbecker over to McKechnie, one-timer, and stopped in the rebound. Popped out to Pohl, and the ref blew that whistle prematurely. Maybe a lucky break for the Warriors there. .5:01 remaining, first period. Shot 17-4 in favor of the Warriors, and they have a 2-1 lead with 5 minutes exactly left in this first period. Pops free to Wade Franks. He up the boards, not out though. Heimbecker, right side to McKechnie. He walks in right circle. In the middle to McKechnie, or to Heimbecker, excuse me. And that shot's going to go wide. Heimbecker, right side, McKechnie. He shoots, and stopping that with his mask was Caleb Page, and then it falls off. And it will be 4:41 remaining. 1:08 remaining on the first penalty. That's Carson Dykert for checking from behind. So he is done for the rest of this game. A tough call for the Warriors, as Dykert, one of their leading scorers, had a good game yesterday. Good crowd here today, Darwin? About the same as yesterday. It's good to see the people come out and support the Hockey Fights Cancer initiative that the Warriors have going here this weekend. And that face-off going to be won by Yorkton. McKechnie, right point. Goes over to Heimbecker. Heimbecker, right circle, McKechnie. He's going to come back. Now into the middle. Waits. Looks. Passes it to Heimbecker. Over to McKechnie. He's playing a little give and go here. Now Heimbecker comes in, shoots, and that's tipped, and Weens scores! Tanner Weens cleans up the puck on the near side, and just like that, we are tied with the Maulers going 2 for 2 on the power play. And for Tanner Weens, that will be his 5th of the season, 2nd goal this season on the man advantage. And we are tied here at the Moose Jaw Event Center. And the Maulers still have a 5-on-4 power play for 1 minute and 4 seconds to see if they can take the lead with 4:15 remaining in this first period, which is brought to you by Veroba's Family Restaurant. That pass by Yorkton goes astray, and Udek is going to dump that in deep. Pinnell on the forecheck. And McIver can't win that battle. Now a 2-on-1 Valance. Right side shoots, and a stop there by Page as Cale Johns looking for his 2nd of the weekend. And McIver throws it up the boards, hits a stanchion, and comes all the way out to center ice. Simpson, right side. Now the Maulers have a little bit of pep in their step. Valance on his backhand. As Hudek on him. Down low to Billicarelli, up top, Simpson. Now Valance, left side, he shoots. That goes off a body and into the netting and out of play. So the Warriors, who had an early 2-0 lead about 4.5 minutes into this hockey game, that has been erased now with back-to-back power play goals for the Yorkton Maulers. Tanner Weens is one of the recent goal scorers. And then Kieran Sobry scored the opening goal for Yorkton, and we're tied here with 3:25 remaining in this first period. So the Warriors got some things to clean up to try to maybe take a lead going into this first intermission. They had a 4-1 lead after the first period in yesterday's game. Now Heimbecker right side. That long shot doesn't get through. Melnick goes over to the near post, and that stopped there by the Warriors. Hockness trying to whack at it, and it comes to Melnick. He tried to shovel it over to Poncelet, and that doesn't get on net. Park on Schweitzer, who plays it up the near side boards. Poncelet off his stick, and now Hockness in his own zone. He's going to flip that out. Heimbecker kicks it in, but that's going to be offside. So Hockness over to Park. He gets that in on Schweitzer, and he's going to cover that one up for a face-off. So the Maulers are now 2 for 3 on the power play as that Hudson Sayers tripping penalty had expired. So we're back to 5-on-5. The Maulers, with a couple of power play goals, have tied this hockey game after the Warriors took an early 2-0 lead. Park, Fiesel, and L'Esperance out there with Sayers. And Namath. Sayers going to play that back to L'Esperance. Keaton L'Esperance has Torrey on him. And Watain trying to shovel it out, finds Weens. Rink side for Valance. Now Torrey shovels that in. Namath going to rim that around out of the reach of Hudson Sayers. Watain to McConnell. He throws one in on net and stopped there by Page as I think it changed directions on the way through. And the Warriors lead in the shot department 18-9. So the Maulers have been able to come back in the shots. And McConnell gets that off the face-off win. That's blocked by Brendan Brown. Charlie Namath up the boards to Osberg. Osberg in the middle there to Noah Thule. Now near side to Sayers. They're going to bring it in. Sayers to Thule. And that's going to come out into the neutral zone. Osberg rink side for Namath. He fires that in near side corner. Thule going after it. And his pass taken away there by Watain. Didn't get all of that backhand shovel pass. And here come the Warriors. Brown to Osberg. Back to Osberg, and didn't get all of that one, and they're jamming away at it, and finally Watain. Osberg turns and shoots, and that's stopped by Schweitzer. What a scramble play in front of the net. Warriors unable to get it past Reed Schweitzer. Left side, Osberg puts one on net, and finally Schweitzer is going to cover up. And we got, I think Thule's going to the box here. So the Warriors taking their fourth penalty of the hockey game. And the Maulers, who are 2 for 3 on the man advantage, have a chance to take a lead after 20 minutes here at the Moose Jaw Event Centers. They're getting their 4th power play of this hockey game and of this first period. So Warriors a little bit undisciplined in this first period. Simpson up top. Left side, Valance. Valance. That goes off his stick, and Cale Johns. Over to Sobry and Maxon Johnston. On his backhand, that's going to go into the Warriors bench, so a face-off looming in the Moose Jaw zone. .111 remaining, first period. Johns, Valance, and Sobry, Simpson, and number 21, Ryder McKinnon, and the Warriors able to get it out of the zone. Approaching 1 minute remaining in this Veroba's Family Restaurant first period. And McKinnon plays it near side to Valance. Rink side for Johns, and he's able to beat out the icing. Played out in front to Valance, couldn't get good wood on it. And he's going to bring it back right point. Down low to Johns. He curls around McIver. Sharp angle shot save, and the rebound popped out to Jonah Pinnell. And he's going to flip it out. Simpson's going to glove that one down. And Nagel's going to take him down. And that Sobry backdoor to Valance. And that goes off a body. Maulers throw one on net. Hudek. He's tied up. Valance. Right side to Johns. Now McKinnon. Flips it to Simpson. 10 seconds remaining. That shot stopped by Page. Valance up top. Simpson. He shoots, and that's stopped by Caleb Page. And that's going to do it here, folks. And we are tied after 20 between your Moose Jaw Winmar AAA Warriors and the Yorkton Maulers here at the Moose Jaw Event Center. It was Kieran Osberg and Max Fiesel with the 2 goals for Moose Jaw. And it was Kieran Sobry and Kieran Sobry and Tanner Weens with the goals for the Yorkton Maulers. Both came on the power play. So all 4 goals the Maulers have scored this weekend have all been on the power play. And the Warriors a little bit undisciplined in that first period. Got to clean some things up. But the Maulers still will have a 34 seconds of power play time in that second period, which is about 15 minutes away. Shots on goal, 20-13 in favor of the Warriors on the Great West Tire shot clock. My name is JD Hodden. Appreciate you guys tuning in the first period. We're going to take a short break and be back with second period action shortly. This is Winmar Warriors Hockey right here on YouTube. Hey everybody, JD Houghton back with you inside the Moose Jaw Event Center to get this second period underway between your Moose Jaw Winmar AAA Warriors and the Yorkton Maulers. And after 20, it is a tie 2-2 hockey game between both of these clubs. Kieran Osberg and Max Fiesel, the goal scorers for the Warriors, who had a 2-0 advantage about 4.5 minutes into the hockey game, and then got into some penalty trouble later on, and the Maulers were able to capitalize on a 5-on-3 and then capitalize on an earlier power play. Kieran Sobry started the scoring, and then Tanner Weens got Yorkton's second goal of the hockey game. And the Warriors are going to be on the Water Vision Pools and Spas penalty kill for 34 seconds to start the second period, as a late penalty by Noah Thule put the Warriors down shorthanded. Shots on goal, 20-13. Oh, now I got the hiccups. No. Oh. Shots on goal, 20-13 in favor of the Warriors on the Great West Tires shot clock. Caleb Page. As I was saying before, Caleb Page and Reed Schweitzer are going to take their respective nets. It will be Brown, Johnston, Hudek, and McIver on the face-off. Johns, McKechnie, and Watain with Pohl and Heimbecker will be the power play unit to start this second period. Schweitzer out to play it. He's going to play it over to Heimbecker, gets past him, Weens collects. Now Heimbecker gets it from Weens. Up the boards to Watain, he curls back. Immediately swarmed by Moose Jaw defenders. And that's going to do it for the Maulers' power play. They are now 2 for 4 on the day. Watain, near sideboards, battling there with Thule. It comes back to Namath. Long shot, and that goes through a sea of butt and doesn't get through. And Johnston has the puck in his skates. And now here come the Maulers. Watain on his backhand and had Page beat, but wasn't able to put it home as Watain was that close. And that sharp angle shot stopped by Page on Lane McKechnie. Comes back to McConnell, near side to McKinnon. He goes to the Warriors' blue line to Billy. That pass cut off by Park. Now Thule goes ringside for L'Esperance. Taken away by McKinnon. Now Johns at the red line. Gets that puck stolen off his stick. L'Esperance to Ryan Gibbs. Throws it on net. Saved by Schweitzer, and that goes up in the netting and out of play. 18-18 remaining in the second period here, which is brought to you by South Sask Bus Lines, which is the official bus line of your Moose Jaw Winmar AAA Warriors here this season and the past few seasons. They get us from point A to point B on all of our road trips safe. And Lesper in front of the net couldn't get a stick on that puck. Schweitzer covers up. And we will have another face-off in the offensive zone for the Warriors, looking to take this lead. Carson Park, Ryan Gibbs, Keaton L'Esperance, Wade Franks, and Elias Hockness. Hockness gets it, throws it near side corner. Park just tries to fire at that puck. It's going to be picked up by Johns, and he's on his backhand. Gets it to the line, but not out. Finally, the Maulers do get it out in the neutral zone, and here comes Cale Johns down the right wing side. Johns shoots, and that stopped, and then it goes, and they score. It will be Aiden Valance cleaning up the loose change there on that far side post after Caleb Page made the initial save, and the puck kind of went up and came down right by that far post. And the Maulers have their first lead of the weekend. A 3-2 advantage over your Moose Jaw Winmar AAA Warriors. So for them, 3 goals on 16 shots. See if the Warriors can bounce back and tie this game and go on a little bit of roll like they did yesterday. Tyler Hudek has it left side of Page. And Kieran Osberg gets that puck stolen there by Poncelet. Poncelet. Good work there by McIver. And Hudek grabs it. Chips it up there to Nagel. And now Fiesel has it. Max Fiesel. Throws it up the boards. Cut off by Poncelet. And so that's 3 unanswered goals there by Yorkton to give them their first lead of the weekend. It is now 3-2. And now Fiesel, right side. Nagel. Shoveled one on net. Stopped there by Schweitzer. And Osberg throws it out down the boards to Nagel. Fiesel up top. Sayers. Now Namath, top of the left circle. Back to Sayers. He found on that shot. Now Sayers tied up. And Sayers in his own end gets it over to Charlie Namath. Pinnell grabs that puck as he's off the bench. 3-on-2 for the Warriors. Brown, nice move there. Shoots and stopped there by Schweitzer. Good odd man rush by the Warriors. Unable to beat Reed Schweitzer, who just faced his 24th shot of the hockey game. 3 minutes and 29 seconds into the second period. Shots 24-16 on the Great West Tire shot clock in favor of the Warriors. Brown, Pinnell, and Johnston out there. On the draw, Johnston going for it after a scramble at the left face-off dot. Here come the Maulers, 2-on-1. Watain, left side. Watain shoots, and that's going to go wide of the net by Theron Watain, looking to put his team up by 2. And Sayers plays it over to Brown, now Pinnell. He's going to bring that puck back. Over to Charlie Namath. Namath back to Sayers. Rink side there for Brown. He collects. Now another 3-on-2. Rink side. Pinnell, backdoor. Brown off the post. And he thought he had it, but Schweitzer is able to make the save. What a scoring chance by the Warriors. Dade gets stick checked by Wade Franks. And now Park's going to bring it up with Thule. And Hawkness joining the rush. Back over to Thule. And Thule to Carson Park. Park back to L'Esperance. Rink side. He collects off the boards in the middle. Park. That puck jammed on him. And now Watain throws it down the ice. And that's going to be an icing on the Yorkton Maulers. We'll take a look at our out-of-town scoreboard here. And the Legionnaires and Blazers tied at 0. And the Wildcats lead the Saskatoon Contacts 1-0 here inside the Moose Jaw Event Center. It is the Maulers with a 3-2 lead over your Moose Jaw Winmar AAA Warriors. And Park in the offensive zone on Heimbecker. Comes to Sobry, and he's able to shovel it out into the neutral zone. Merrick McIver has it in front of his own net. It's going to come to Thule. Now L'Esperance had that puck in his skates. Warriors get in the offensive zone. Quickly grabbed by Pohl, and he throws it in the neutral zone. Tanner Wiens, their captain, left side. He shoots, and that's going to go wide of the glove of Page. And Wiens in front, and the one-timer by Billy Crelly doesn't make it through. McConnell able to hold that puck in at the right half boards, and the Warriors, though, do take it. Now Noah Thule, one-on-one, goes wide, has that puck. Thule gets it to Sayers, left side to Park in the middle, and jammed up was Thule, and he gets tripped. No call there. And Park to Billy Crelly, and we got a penalty. So the Warriors are going to go to the man advantage. It's going to be a hooking call The back ref called it. It will be Cale Johns going to the box, 2 minutes for hooking. So the Warriors, who are 0 for 1 on the man advantage here today, have a chance to tie this hockey game with 14:08 remaining in this second period. As I mentioned, the Warriors will be in Warman next weekend to face the Wildcats, who have a 1-0 lead over the Saskatoon Contacts right now. In their first game back after a Christmas holiday and into 2025. Off the draw, Osberg up to Sayers. Now Osberg to Gibbs. Rink side for Fiesel. Backdoor for Osberg off his skate. Now Gibbs collects top of the point. Sayers, his pass goes off a stick. And here comes Poncelet shorthanded. And that's going to go down on Page. And that's going to be a face-off in the defensive zone for the Warriors. So it will be Cooper Gary taking the draw against Kieran Osberg. And Gary gets waved out. And Poncelet can't win it. Nagel takes that puck. He's going to go up, burst of speed, and rink side for Osberg. Kieran Osberg to Gage Nagel. And Nagel up the board. Sayers able to hold on to it and keep it in the zone. Warriors able to now set up their power play. Osberg can't take that pass. He gets it back to Max Fiesel. Flips it to Osberg, off the boards to Sayers. Sayers looks, gets it to Fiesel, top left circle, now back to Sayers. Right side for Gibbs. He has to rim it around. Comes to Max Fiesel along the boards. Fiesel for Nagel. He shoots into the glove there of Schweitzer, and he's going to hold on to that one. So now the Warriors' second power play unit will come out. It'll be Pinnell, Brown, L'Esperance, Park, and Namath on the back end. See if the Warriors, they got 57 seconds remaining on this power play. Glorious chance to tie this game as they are down by 1 to the Yorkton Maulers with just about 7 minutes into this second period. Brown wins it cleanly to Namath. He rolls it near side boards to Park. Rink side for Brown. He shoots and scores! Brendan Brown with a bullet is going to beat Reed Schweitzer, blocker side. And that will be Brownie's third of the weekend to tie this hockey game at 3 here. And the Warriors finally capitalize on the man advantage. It is now 1 for 2 on the Moose Jaw Carpet One Floor and Home power play. 12:58 remaining, second period. 3-3 is the score. 27-17 are your shots. So the Maulers, 3-2 lead has been erased now as the Warriors have tied it. One-timer by Pinnell, blocked in the high slot. That was a good look. Frank's able to keep it in. Long shot. That's going to go off a stick. L'Esperance and Watain battling for it. Puck comes out in the neutral zone. Now Namath tries to shovel that back in. Can't. McConnell collects in his own zone. Near side McKinnon to McKechnie. He's going to touch it up for Watain. Watain has had 2 glorious scoring chances, just unable to collect or to capitalize. And Pinnell loses that puck, and it's going to go down the ice. Wade Franks to Namath. Off the boards to Thule in his skates. And a little bit of confusion there at the Maulers blue line, but the Warriors do get it in. It will be McConnell. Or Simpson, excuse me. And that save! The rebound! Hit the post by Aiden Valance. And Gibbs down the right wing side, loses the puck. Tries to go over to Johnston, and they jam away at it. Park had a good look in front. And Reed Schweitzer is able to make the right pad save. McIver with speed. He has some jets, and he's turning them on right now. Down the left wing side, McIver. And that shot by Johnston in the low slot is going to go wide. Park to McIver. Merrick McIver throws one on net, and Johnston was tied up. Couldn't get good wood on that. Comes to McIver. Left side. Not good pass there by Hudek. And McIver turns and fires that down. Tyler Hudek. He's going to bring it around. Now to the near side circle. Curls. Now has it along the goal line. Here's Gibbs, a shot, and stopped there by Schweitzer. The Maulers do get it out. That's not enough for icing. McIver has it with speed. And good stick there by Gibbs. Now a 3-on-2. Drops it for Fiesel. He shoots and scores! Max Fiesel, top 10. And the Warriors, 2 quick ones, have a 4-3 lead now on a 3-on-2 odd man rush. Max Fiesel with his second of the hockey game, giving the Warriors a 4-3 lead with 10:38 remaining in this second period. What a shot there by Max Fiesel for his second of the hockey game and 12th of the season. So the Warriors capitalize on the power play and now on 5-on-5. Osberg tied up, couldn't get that puck, comes to Orson Pohl. And Fiesel, good stick there at the blue line, kept it in momentarily, but the Maulers get it out. Heimbecker racing down the left wing side, he curls left corner. Has Hawkness on him. That's going to be shoveled by Osberg. That's going to hit the stick there of Melnick. Maulers, though, able to keep it in. Ryan Gibbs with his second assist of the hockey game. And now Gage Nagel one-on-one with Heimbecker, goes right. And good job by Brody Heimbecker. Fiesel up top, Hawkness, long shot. That's going to be blocked away by Schweitzer. Elias Hawkness got a goal in the Circle K Classic, his first of the season. It was a nice goal too. On the 2-on-1, got that puck. And Franks throws it to Osberg, trying to chip it to Pinnell. Osberg able to keep it in. And now Osberg down the right wing side, flips it to L'Esperance, and just out of his reach, but he's able to get the puck back. Walks it, shoots, and stopped there by Schweitzer on that short side. So we got a face-off blocker side of Reed Schweitzer here. Brown, L'Esperance, and Pinnell. Namath and Sayers. And on the draw, Maulers are going to win it cleanly back to McKinnon. McKinnon, right side of his goaltender, gets shoved and comes to McConnell. His pass taken away by Pinnell, and then he gets slashed. McConnell has it, and that's going to come near side to McKechnie. Namath in his own zone to Sayers. Through a seam to Brendan Brown. Now L'Esperance has it. L'Esperance overskated the puck, and here come the Maulers, 3-on-2. Lane McKechnie is going to lead the rush, and that's offside on Yorkton, so a scoring opportunity. So after a 3-on-2 opportunity, the Yorkton Maulers get called offside, and it will be a face-off in the neutral zone on Moose Jaw's side of center. And Gibbs wins it back to Namath. Off the boards, Park couldn't get it. Johnston going in there trying to get the puck, throws a hit on McKinnon, and it comes all the way back in the Warriors zone. Namath to Park. Up to Johnston, and Gibbs was coming through the center ice looking for that puck. Couldn't find him, and now Watain. Tried a little spinorama move, gets the puck in deep. Valance going after it. Watain on Valance. And here comes Charlie Namath. Park to Gibbs. Now Namath, 4-on-2 here for the Warriors. 4-on-3 now in the middle. Johnston shoots, save the rebound over the stick of Carson Park. And Cale Johns on a breakaway. All by himself on Caleb Page on his backhand and ran out of real estate and then wraps it around and scores. We're tied here, folks. Good patience there by Cale Johns. And after the Warriors score 2 to take a 4-3 lead, Cale Johns is going to get this game back tied after Caleb Page did a great job edging him out. But Cale Johns was allowed to kind of spin around the net and just tuck it home on that far post for his third of the weekend. .801 remaining, second period. We are tied here, folks, in a 4-4 hockey game. That's going to be shot down the ice. Caleb Page is going to cover up. So we'll take a quick look at the out-of-town scoreboard. It is a 2-0 lead for the Swift Current Legionnaires over the Saskatoon Blazers. And in Warman, the Contacts and Wildcats are tied at 2. Here is his 4-4 game between your Warriors and Maulers. Maulers have been able to respond every time the Warriors have taken a lead. See if they can get one here in the next 7:41 to take a lead going into the third period. Merrick McIver, left side. And Noah Thule, right side, brings the puck back up top to McIver. Long shot into the chest there. Schweitzer saw it all the way. And now Nagel and Billikrelli. Or that's Melnick, excuse me, going toe-to-toe in front of Schweitzer. Shots 33-20 on the Great West Tires shot clock for the Warriors. And we got a good hockey game here. 7:23 remaining. Second period here in the South Saskatchewan line. Second period. We got a tie 4-4 hockey game. Warriors won 11-2 yesterday. And they are game's a little closer here today at this point. See if the Warriors can take advantage. And that shot by Pinnell. Stopped by Schweitzer. And it's going to be fed into the middle to Billikrelli. Warriors, little miscommunication. Osberg. Left side of Page. Kieran Osberg. Up to Pinnell. Now Jonah Pinnell. Gets past McConnell. Throws it in front. Puck hits a skate. And over to Franks, a shot, and stopped there by Schweitzer. Good hard work by Pinnell to create that scoring chance for Wade Franks. And now Watain carries that puck. It's going to be gloved by Hawkness. And he trying to get it in deep. He fanned on it. Now they're battling just in the neutral zone, right by the Yorkton Maulers blue line. And it comes out to Ryan Gibbs. Gibbs trying to find Osberg. Nice move. Now Franks is going to bring it back to the left point. Warriors are going to set something up. His shot into the skates. That shot gets through and kind of knocks down Schweitzer. He gets hit hard, and that's going to be a penalty. Both refs have their arms up. Hopefully Brown's okay. Gibbs, he shoots, and that's going to hit his skate. And they finally blow the whistle. So I think that's going to be another check-in from behind call. Oh, no, they're going to call board. So the Warriors are going to go to the power play tied at 4. They're 1 for 2 on the Moose Jaw Carpet One Floor and Home power play here this afternoon, and they're going to their third opportunity. As I mentioned, 1 for 2 on the man advantage here today. 5:52 remaining second period, so a glorious chance here for the Warriors to take the lead here. And on that face-off, Gibbs gets taken down. Nagel comes in, comes up top to Fiesel. Fiesel has it. And Max Fiesel to Sayers. Now Gibbs, right side for Nagel, had it, and it bounced over his stick. Sayers, right side for Gibbs. Gibbs walks to the middle. Thought about leaving it for Sayers, now gives it back to Hudson Sayers. Nagel curls left circle, cuts in, trying to go back door, and the Warriors had a good opportunity. Ryan Gibbs there, shot it just over the crossbar, and 40 seconds has expired in this power play, and the Warriors are going to switch some things up on the man advantage. Hudson Sayers is going to drop that for Gage Nagel. Nagel, near side pass for L'Esperance. Had a power play goal yesterday. Schweitzer off his stick, and Nagel collects. Brendan Brown, right point, he walks in. Back up top, Sayers. Now Nagel. For Fiesel. Sayers winds it, fires, and that's going to be blocked, and Fiesel racing for it. He's able to get it in, and that's going to go down the ice on Page, and he's going to hold on to it and leave it there for Hudson Sayers. Sayers, 35 seconds remaining. He's going to go off for a change. Here comes Brown now with Park, Osberg, Thule. And now Merrick McIver jumps onto the ice. Osberg flips it to McIver. McIver right side for Brown. Brown through a seam to Osberg, and that goes off his stick, and now out in the neutral zone. McIver, 10 seconds remaining on this man advantage. Thule is going to get that down deep, and Carson Park is going to play it over to Ryan Gibbs. Up top, Osberg. Now McIver has some room. Feeds it over to Gibbs, and that's going to do it here, folks. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Warriors unsuccessful now, 1 for 3 on the Moose Jaw Carpo and Florin home power play. McIver to Park, able to get that puck, and now a 3-on-2 for the Warriors. Gibbs a shot and a pad save there by Schweitzer, moving to his right. And Park a shot off the glove of Schweitzer. Trying to get that up was Gibbs. And the Maulers get it in the neutral zone. The Warriors, though. The Warriors have it. Hudek gets bumped. And Moose Jaw fires that in. 3 minutes remaining in this second period. That's going to go off the stick of Johnston in the neutral zone. And Maulers fire it in. 2:55 remaining. Hudek to Johnston. Now Hudek over to Namath. That's going to go off the glass, gloved. Finds Hudek. And Hudek on his backhand to Charlie Namath. L'Esperance tying up McConnell. And finally, Schweitzer's just going to cover that one up as rolled down on him, and the Warriors trying to create something the end of this second period. .227 remaining, second period, in a 4-4 hockey game between the Maulers and your Moose Jaw Winmar AAA Warriors. Shots 38-20 in favor of the Warriors. And off the draw, Johnston wins that face-off. And the Maulers trip it out to center. It's going to come left side, Poncelet. And here it comes, a shot! Save there by Page. And a big hit there by Keaton L'Esperance. And Poncelet flying. And now a 2-on-1. Now L'Esperance all by himself. He shoots, save the rebound, and they're jamming away at it. Wade Franks almost on the doorstep, and I think L'Esperance maybe one too many stick handles. And he's stopped by Reed Schweitzer. And 1:56 remaining in the second period. The Warriors looking to take a lead. And off the draw coming in to grab it is Valance. He's flying through on the left wing side around Hockness. Shoots and stopped there by Page. Rebound collected by Osberg. Osberg has it. He's going to double back. Nice move. Kieran Osberg having a good year. Played for the Maulers organization last year. That ringside pass finds Hockness. Now off the stick of Osberg, and he's going to chip that one in. Max Fiesel, the first one on it, left wing corner. 1:28 remaining in this second period. And we're tied at 4 here. Fiesel can't get to that puck, and Johns. Good work there by Tyler Hudek, but that's going to be a hand pass. As Hudek was able to jump up, almost probably same height there of the boards, and grab that puck. What vertical Tyler Hudek has. But unfortunately, it was called a hand pass. And we're going to have a face-off in the neutral zone. It will be Brown, Thule, Park, Hudek, and McIver out there. Sobry, Watain, and McKechnie for the Maulers. And McKinnon near side. Into the neutral zone off the boards. Hudek in front of his own bench gets it to Carson Park. And McKechnie trying to shove out. And that's going to be a penalty, they say. So the Warriors with 59.8 seconds remaining in the second period. That's going to be interference on Lane McKechnie, they say. That was a little bit of a soft call in my opinion. But he just kind of pushed him. But nevertheless, the Warriors will go to the man advantage. 1 for 3, their fourth Moose Jaw Carpet One floor and home power play opportunity of the hockey game. And it will be McKechnie going to the box. 2 minutes for interference. And Gibbs up top, McIver. McIver, left side, Gibbs. He shoots and scores! Ryan Gibbs, 7 seconds into the power play. Not just his first of the hockey game, to give the Warriors a 5-4 lead with 52.5 seconds remaining. And for Ryan Gibbs, that's goal number 24 on the season. And the Warriors retake their lead with 52.5 seconds remaining in the second period. What a shot, posted in past Reed Schweitzer. And Osberg on the draw. It's going to be one through the middle. Ryan Gibbs trying to bust through the defense. And Caleb Page is going to leave it there for Franks. Gibbs has it, left wing corner. Now Ryan Gibbs, rink side for Osberg, finds the stick of Heimbecker. He gets it off the glass. And Franks over to Namath. Now that pass to Franks gets past him. And that should be icing. Yes, it is. And we're going to have a face-off in the Moose Jaw zone. With 20.2 seconds remaining in this second period. Warriors retake their lead. They lead by 1 now, thanks to Ryan Gibbs' 24th of the season. And a post-and-in shot. What a snipe there by the Moose Jaw Saskatchewan product. Draft pick of the Tri-City Americans and the Weyburn Red Wings. Through the middle, can't find Osberg as the Warriors had a good rush going there. Poked free by Namath. And now it comes to Namath. It's going to go down the ice, and the buzzer goes, and the Warriors score 3. The Maulers 2 in that period. And the Moose Jaw Winmar AAA Warriors have a 5-4 advantage over the Yorkton Maulers. It's Ryan Gibbs, Max Fiesel, and Brendan Brown with the goals here in that second period. And the Warriors have a 5-4 lead over the Maulers. Shots on goal, 41-21 on the Great West Tire shot clock. And we will see what the third period has in store for your Warriors. My name is JD Hunt. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we're going to take a short break and be back with third period action shortly. This is Winmar Warriors Hockey right here on YouTube. Everybody, JD Otten back with Oh, sorry about that, folks. Franks, back door, and Johnston had a look trying to find it to Park. And here comes Sobry. Sorry, folks, forgot to turn the sound on. And Nagel behind the net to Wade Franks. And Park is able to drive that in deep after taking a hit. And it comes to Valance. He able to get that puck past Thule. Aiden Valance, near side. And Valance shoots and scores. What an individual effort by Aiden Valance, who's going to tie this hockey game. Puts it over the blocker of Caleb Page for his second of the hockey game. And we are 3:50 into this third period. And it is a tie 5-5 hockey game thanks to Aiden Valance. So the Warriors in tough here. Hudson Sayers gets it off the ensuing face-off at center ice. That's going to go into the far side corner. Pull there with Fiesel. And Brendan Brown can't get that puck. Finally, it's going to be gloved down by Namath. Able to do a little spinorama and drop that puck down and get it in deep. Pull. And Brown has it, left circle. Shoots, and that's going to be blocked in front. I think Max Fiesel took that shot. Hudson Sayers comes in. Fiesel, a shot, and he fanned on it. Just rolled on it off his stick. Warriors with a couple good looks here. And Brown, I should say. Sayers to Fiesel, back to Fiesel. And Heimbecker almost sprung free, and that's going to come in on Page. And we're going to have a face-off in the Moose Jaw zone. So the Warriors in a tie 5-5 hockey game. Watane McKechnie out there. And it was Ryan Gibbs who took that draw. Hudek to Pinnell. Through a seam to Ryan Gibbs. Has Kieran Osberg with him. Gibbs, left side, shoots, and that's going to be gloved by Schweitzer. Trying to go short side on Reed Schweitzer, but he's able to snatch that with the glove, and we got a face-off in the Mahler zone after a good rush by Moose Jaw, looking for their 6th goal of the game. And Gibbs on the draw is going to win it back to Tyler Hudek. Hudek through a screen, tipped by Gibbs wide of the nets. And Pinnell gets it to McIver. Down low, Gibbs trying to battle for that puck, and Osberg out front for Gibbs, and that's going to hit a skate there of Simpson. And that's going to go all the way down the ice for icing. So the Warriors buzzing here, trying to find that go-ahead goal once again. And it will be Gibbs, Osberg, Pinnell, Hudek, and McIver out there. And Gibbs. And that's going to be to Osberg, to Hudek. And that's going to hit some bodies down right side of Schweitzer, and he's out of his net to cover that one up. So Pinnell, Gibbs, Osberg out there once again with Hudek and McIver. And Gibbs is going to win it, but that's going to split the defense, and the Warriors retreat in their own zone. Hudek to McIver. And here comes Ryan Gibbs trying to feed it through the legs of McConnell. Doesn't work. And the Warriors in the Mahler zone. Here comes Jonah Pinnell, has the puck. Far side boards, Pinnell. Left side, shoots. Takes a hit and gets a shot off, but Schweitzer there to make the save. So Johnston, Franks, L'Esperance, Nagel, and Hawkness are out there for the Warriors in this 5-5 hockey game. 14 minutes left. Nagel to Hawkness. That goes off his stick. Hawkness has to retreat, gets it back, and Valance is going to grab it for McConnell. Hawkness out in front, and they're banging away at it. Hits the post. And Page didn't know where it was. And here come the Warriors, 2-on-1, Gage Nagel. Back door, and L'Esperance couldn't get good wood on that one. Good chance there by the Warriors. A long shot, tipped forward, and they're jamming away at it. And Johnston had a look, went off a body in front. And what a opportunity for the Warriors to take the lead. And Max and Johnston shot got stopped by a defender in front. Thule, Brown, Fiesel, Franks, and Hawkness out there. And that's going to be icing on the Maulers. So the Warriors going to have an offensive zone face-off. .318 remaining. Or sorry, excuse me, that's the time. 3:18. I'm just all flustered. 13:23 remaining in this hockey game. And Brown, good work there on Pohl. Pohl's able to get it in though, and Brown. Here comes Brown, left side for Fiesel. He's going to dump that in near side corner. And Thule has it. Loses the puck. Good stick there by Pohl. Brown comes in to help. He gets hit there by Heimbecker. Now up to Fiesel. Brown to Thule. A shot and stopped there by Schweitzer. One-timer by Sayers. Fanned on. And here Thule gets his stick tied up. And Poncelet battling with Brown. And that's going to get past Fiesel, and that's going to go down the ice for an icing. So Noah Thule that close to giving the Warriors a 6-5 lead. He had a great look in front, the one-timer, and Schweitzer's able to get there with the pad. And a sharp angle shot by Billicarelli, steered away by Page. And Thule sets it for Fiesel. They skate up the ice. Namath coming in. One-timer! And Namath on the rebound, and the puck's still loose. And finally, Schweitzer covers up. Wow. What a chain of events here, Darwin. The Warriors, all the chances, just unable to beat Reed Schweitzer right now. Gibbs, Park, Gosberg, Hudek, and McIver. Gibbs is going to win it. Now here comes Watain through the middle. He's with speed down the right wing side. He's going to flip it in. Page is just going to grab that and cover up. Now we got a face-off in the Warriors zone. Seemed like this last 3-4 minutes has just slowly gone by with a lot of icings and pucks being covered by goaltenders. 12:04 remaining, third period, 45-26 are the shots on the Great West Tire shot clock here in a good hockey game on a Sunday afternoon in southern Saskatchewan. Long shot, that's going to go over the net. McIver to Gibbs, and he's battling near side boards. Hudek has Watain on him and trips him up, and that's going to be a penalty. Watain is going to go to the box. 2 minutes for tripping. I think that was a penalty. Yeah, he stuck his leg out. $50-50 tonight. $605. Last night it was over $2,000. Just about $1,100 take home. So it's good to see. Gibbs is going to win that cleanly. The Warriors back to their 5th power play of the game. 2 for 4 right now. Brown up top to McIver. Long shot through a screen. And doesn't get through. And Gibbs, his pass off the stick, I think, of L'Esperance. And Pohl just trying to cover that puck up. L'Esperance gets taken down and trying to pass that puck. Glove down by McIver. He gets hit at the blue line there by Heimbecker. And Yorkton's able to get the puck down the ice. Page plays it for McIver. And he gets past Poncelet. Here's Osberg. He's going to rim that. It's going to hit the ref. Now finally come near side for L'Esperance. Up to Gibbs. Now Brown. Right side Gibbs. Brown walks in. Cuts left. Thought about shooting. Now up to Osberg. He scores! Kieran Osberg on the power play gives the Warriors a 6-5 lead with 10:51 remaining in this one. His 2nd of the hockey game. And 17th on the season. Kieran Osberg ripping it past the blocker side of Reed Schweitzer. And the Warriors have a 6-5 lead here with just over 10 minutes remaining. That's the Warriors' 3rd power play goal of the game. And that face-off won by the Maulers. So the Warriors gut check time here. They got to shut down the Maulers and try to get another one. Some insurance here in this 3rd period. That goes past Nagel. And Nagel plays it back. Now to Sayers. Hudson Sayers, rink side, off the skate there of Jonah Pinnell. And Maxon Johnston going in after it. Charlie Namath to Johnston. Johnston on his backhand, and they jam it past the net. That was Jonah Pinnell. Good work here by the Warriors. Trying to get that insurance goal here with exactly 10 minutes left to play. Johnston chips it far side, backdoor, and the Warriors score. Gage Nagel, and it's 7-5. Gage Nagel's 4th of the weekend. A nice pass there by Charlie Namath, and he outweights Reed Schweitzer. And the Warriors now have a 7-5 lead. 2 quick ones, one on the power play, and then one on the off the ensuing center ice face-off. And the Warriors have a 7-5 lead over the Yorkton Maulers with exactly 10 minutes left to play in this 3rd period. What a nice play there by Charlie Namath to find Gage Nagel on the back door all by himself. And Billicarelli, nice move, but stopped there by Osberg, trying to poke the puck pass. And Fiesel, he's tied up. Osberg is going to get the puck to Hockness. Over to Franks. Gets the puck off the boards, back to Hockness. Left side for Fiesel. And that's going to go down the ice. Here comes McConnell. It's going to come left side to McKinnon. He's going to find Billicarelli. Rink side pass comes to Sobry. And Melnick, long shot, and that's steered away by Page. Here comes Wade Franks, turning on those Jets. Wade Franks goes in left side corner, tied up now with McConnell. And Wade Franks, he's battling with McConnell. Now Fiesel's in there, trying to get that puck loose. He gets taken down. Now there's a 5-car pileup in that rinkside half-boards. Brown throws one on net, comes to Thule. Drops it for Franks. He shoots into the glove there of Schweitzer. And let's take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard here. The Blazers got one back. They trailed the Legionnaires 3-1 at the SaskTel Center, and it is still a 3-2 lead for the Contacts over the Wildcats in Warman at the Warman Home Center Communiplex, which is where the Warriors will be next weekend. And Brown feeds it to Hudek, who's deep in his own zone, trips and falls Unlucky break there. And Watain down to Poncelet. And Poncelet's get driven hard into the boards. Brown, rink side for Gibbs. He has Park with him. Here comes Ryan Gibbs. Shoots on a one-timer, and Schweitzer comes across and makes the save. Good chance there by Carson Park. And Gibbs, Brown, Hudek, Park, and McIver are out there for the Warriors. 8:10 remaining in this third period. Brown's going to win it, but it's going to go past Hudek. And he fires that down, collected by Cale Johns in his own zone. Johns looks up ice, trying to get it to Cooper Gare. And Hudek has it. Off the stick there of Gibbs, and Carson Park able to beat out the icing. He's tied up there. Kieran Sobry, Park to Gibbs. Now Park a shot, and that goes wide. Park throws one on net and just wide of the net. And looks like we got a penalty, head contact. So the Warriors look like they're going back to the power play. Yes, they are. It will be Aiden Torrey. Go to the box, 2 minutes for head contact. So the Warriors, who have 3 power play goals already in this hockey game, are now going to their 6th power play of the hockey game. They are 3 for 5 here in this one. Osberg, Gibbs, Fiesel, Namath, and Nagel are out there for the Warriors, seeing if they can really put some insurance on this hockey game. Nagel, good work there off the face-off to get the puck from Heimbecker. Now Osberg up top to Namath, left side, Fiesel. Fiesel back to Namath. Namath over to Osberg. Osberg to Namath. Now Osberg down to Fiesel. Throws it on net. They're jamming away at home. The puck still loose. Fiesel collects. Now Namath. He shoots, and that goes wide, and they feed it home, and Osberg, that close to the hat trick, goes over the net. Puck was bouncing. Warriors all sorts of chances here on this power play that has 1:15 remaining on it. Fiesel, backdoor to Osberg, just past him. And now Gibbs, nice work there, up to Osberg. Left side, Fiesel to Gibbs, and that just goes off his stick, and that's going to go into the Maulers bench. And the Warriors going to get a face-off with 1:02 remaining in this one. Park, L'Esperance, Johnston, Brown, and Sayers out there. It's going to be won by the Warriors, but out of the zone, though, and Cooper Gare's going down the ice shorthanded. Sayers gets tied up. And Poncelet throws it out front, collected by the Warriors. Now 4-on-3 for Moose Jaw. Left side, out of the reach of L'Esperance. And that's going to be thrown down the ice by the Maulers. Hudson Sayers gets taken down. And the puck still on underneath them, finally poked free. And the Warriors now 3-on-1 the other way. Here comes Keaton L'Esperance. Backdoor, and the Warriors score! Carson Park, as he's falling, is able to put it far side past Schweitzer. And that will be the 4th power play goal for the Warriors. 18 seconds remaining. What an effort by Carson Park. And Keaton L'Esperance was able to find him, and as he was falling, able to put it past Schweitzer. And that should about do it here for the Warriors, up 8-5 with 5:46 remaining in this third period. Warriors with a 3-goal lead with 5:40 left in this hockey game. Weens up the boards, Hawkness to Pennell, and now over to Thule. He fans on it. Frank's a hard shot, blocked in front. Heimbecker has it. Now a 4-on-2, 3-on-2 for the Maulers, and that pass picked off. The ref takes a spill, and we're offside. So 5:22 remaining in this game. Shots 52-26 on the Great West Tire shot clock. The Warriors are out shooting the Maulers 2-1 here in this hockey game. And Pennell trying to freeze that puck along the boards, kicks it out to Wade Franks. Hockness collects it off the boards, and that's going to go down the ice. Stops there, and now Jonah Pennell, left wing side. Back to Thule. And that's between his legs. Watain, right side. And McIver and Watain battling for it. Goes off a body right to Osberg. And Hudek to Thule. Now Osberg, nice move. Noah Thule drops it for Osberg. And he gets poke checked as he was trying to make a move around Valance. And Aiden Valance throws it out in front, stopped there by McIver. His intended target was McConnell. 4:20 remaining in this hockey game. Billicarelli takes that puck away, shoots, and that goes off a stick. And Page didn't know where it was. The Warriors, though, do get the puck. And McIver, his pass taken away. John's backdoor, and Valance was tied up. And that's going to hit a body in front, doesn't get through. That was Aiden Torrey with the shot. And now Gage Nagel, left side for McIver. That's going to go down the ice. And Ryan Gibbs looked like he might have been speared. He's not happy there on the Warriors bench. And Keaton L'Esperance battling for it, trying to throw it down, and Maxon Johnston coming in to help. And Namath is just going to back out of his zone. Pass it back to Sayers. Now Namath at center ice over the Maulers blue line. And that's going to be dumped in. Keaton L'Esperance trying to feed it back to Johnston. Comes to Namath, and he has it. Gets it in the offensive zone. Warriors have to tag up. Park, lone man in for the Warriors. Torrey, rink side for Johns. Simpson curls back in front of Schweitzer. And Simpson gets it down the ice. Stopped at his own blue line was Charlie Namath. Played offside on the Maulers. They have a little bit more time here. The Warriors to get this puck out, and they do. Park, left side, Johnston. Maxon Johnston just going to flip that down. And Keaton L'Esperance tied up with Melnick. Park coming in to help. The Maulers come away with it. McKinnon loses the puck. And it's going to be shot right in front of the Maulers bench. Brady Simpson over to his D partner McKinnon. Through a seam. Tanner Weens touches up. Or didn't take that pass, I should say. And we're going to have an icing with 2:18 remaining in this hockey game. Look at the out-of-town scoreboard. It is still 3-1 for the Legionnaires over the Blazers. And the Contacts remain in front 3-2 over the Wildcats on the road. And Pennell on the draw. B1. Nagel. Going to get that puck on the short side. Shoot! Stop the rebound. Popped out in front. Warriors couldn't get it. Able to keep the puck in, though. Noah Thule cuts to the middle. Shoots! And that goes off his stick and wide. And he able to get that puck back. Gage Nagel, nice move there. Trying to feed it into Pennell and didn't get all that one. Good job there by Tanner Weens avoiding a hit there by Gage Nagel. And Hockness and Gare in between the benches battling for that puck. Pops free to Franks. Left side to Pennell. Now Thule has it. Noah Thule is going to get that near side. 1:35 remaining in this hockey game. Warriors have scored 3 goals in this frame to take an 8-5 lead. At one point early in this third period, Aiden Valance tied the game for the Maulers. But it's been the Warriors scoring 3 unanswered to lead 8-5 with 1:14 remaining. They're on their way to pick up win number 22 on the season for them. And it comes to Gibbs. He's going to get stick checked by Watain. Gloves it down, plays it near side for Sobry. That long shot goes over Page. And McIver right side, going to play it to Ryan Gibbs along the near side boards. Feeds it to Johnston, has Fiesel with him. Johnston down to Fiesel, looking cross ice for Gibbs. Gibbs in front of the net. That's going to be sticked away there by Schweitzer. Good stick there. Gibbs, far side corner, brings it up. Now Hockness throws one on net. That's off the stick there of Sobry. And Fiesel can't get that, can't keep control of that puck. And here come the Maulers. 2-on-1 McKechnie to Sobry. Sobry shoots, stopped, and the puck was loose momentarily, and Page covers up as Lane McKechnie goes flying into the net. In Valance wins it back to McConnell, and that goes off his stick. 15 seconds remaining. McConnell, he's tied up by Osberg. Osberg can't find Park, and Hockness a long shot. That's going to go wide of the net. Noah Thule with 2 seconds remain, and that's going to do it here, folks. The Warriors are going to escape here with a 8-5 victory over the Yorkton Maulers. It wasn't pretty, but it is a win. And the Warriors improve to 22-4-2 on the season, pick up their 22nd win of the year as they take down the Yorkton Maulers 8-5 here on a Sunday afternoon to conclude this Hockey Fights Cancer weekend. And those jerseys were auctioned off here this afternoon and will be in the possession of their proud owner here in the next couple days. So I just wanted to thank everybody for tuning in this weekend for this very special and meaningful weekend with the Warriors and Maulers here, as the Warriors will take the season series 4-0 over the Maulers. The final shots on goal, 53-27 on the Great West Tire shot clock here in Moose Jaw. And the Warriors will hit the road next weekend, or I guess this weekend, this upcoming weekend, to Warman for a 2-game series with the Wildcats to finish off their 4-game season series. And thank you all for tuning in, and those that came to the rink and supported this great cause. And I think we raised a lot of money for the Canadian Cancer Society, and we really appreciate it. These jerseys turned out great, and we appreciate the support. So as I mentioned, the Warriors will head to Warman next weekend for a pair of games against the Wildcats. Final score here in Moose Jaw, 8-5 for the Warriors over the Maulers. My name is JD Houghton. Thank you all for tuning in, and we'll see you next weekend in Warman.